Hello to all the Capricorns. Hello you Capricorns. Welcome to this monthly horoscope of October 2012 for the general look for the sign of Capricorn. Now, what is happening for Capricorns? Well, very interesting. Your ruler Saturn shifts signs, and that's always an important time because your ruler approximately stays in a sign for 2 years, 2.5 years, and it shifts into Scorpio, into very depths of Scorpio, and that is your 11th house, and it immediately bumps into Neptune in your 3rd house, and it's trining. I talked about that last month, that there's going to be a very beautiful trine between those two planets, between the planet of Saturn, which really wants to structure, to manifest, and the planet of Neptune that really wants to connect with all there is, and that really sees the bigger picture and sees over the boundaries, you know, no boundaries. So these two connecting is very interesting. Now, what does it mean for you, for Sagittarians? It really means a lot, because Saturn is your ruler. And it's shifting into the 11th house, and that's a beautiful house. It's a house of the long-term goals that we have, and you do like, most Capricorns do like to plan things ahead, and that time is involved. Saturn is all about time. And the 11th house is not only the house of friends, so yes, it could mean that over the upcoming 2 years you're going to make shifts when it comes to the friends. You are wanting seriousness towards your friends, you know, serious friends, good friends, and the ones that aren't suiting anymore, you are going to say, hey, I have to end this, or I have to renew my friend cycle. There's nothing wrong with that. That's because probably all these changes are going on with a lot of Capricorns, because Pluto is in their sign, the planet of transformation. So if you change, other people around you have got to change as well. Not have got to, but if they're not, there is, you know, this imbalance. So that could be the case. But I think on a more deeper level, it has to do with new good aspirations for the future that you are going to align for yourself, and on a long term. And it's in Scorpio, so you're going to think deeply about that, because Mercury is for the whole month in that area too, and Mercury is the planet of thinking, the planet of communication. So you're going to think about it. You want to be renew and refresh your aspirations, and you want to manifest your aspirations, and that's Neptune is going to help you through this 3rd house sector, through the communication sector, through the network sector. So I wouldn't be surprised that a lot of Capricorns are going to be able to manifest their ideals through their networking system, through their friends, through their new aspirations that they're showing. And there they're going to be able to manifest these ideals that they're having, and connect it with all that is good. So that's for the long term, of course. Now, because that Saturn in Scorpio is going to be there for a long time, more than 2 years. Now, what else is going on? There's another interesting thing going on, and it's building up towards the middle of the month. Towards the middle of the month, there's a T-square going on between Venus, Mars, and Jupiter. And what does it mean for you? Well, Mars at the moment is in Sagittarius. So that's your 12th house. The house of, it's a bit of a secretive house, because it's a house of your unconscious level, you could say, and the house where you want to let go of things. Now, Mars really doesn't like to let go of things. Mars really likes to go on and to act, and it's in a very bold sign of Sagittarius, so it really, well, it's fiery. So there's a lot of fire going on in a house that really doesn't like fire. That's a bit contradictory. Now, Mars in Sagittarius is already very fiery, but it enlarges its fire because it opposes Jupiter, and Jupiter is a planet that also wants to make things bigger, So expect that there is a lot of stuff going on in your 12th house. So there's a lot of digging into your unconscious level that you want to do, but don't overdo it. That's basically the advice I can give you, because this is energy that tends to overdo, and actually you could say easy does it sometimes. Certainly this time easy does it. So yes, you can do stuff to make yourself aware of things that are your blind spots. And probably because Venus is involved here, probably friends, maybe friends from abroad can help you with that, because Venus is in your 9th house in Virgo. So maybe foreign people or people who have different cultures can try to make you understand yourself way better, because that is what you're going to try to do, and to let go, because it's the house of Pisces, the 12th house. It's of letting go. And Mars doesn't, it's contradictory, because Mars is fiery and it's a water house. So, but the interesting thing is that a lot of energy has been, or can be put into this 12th house of understanding what you still don't understand, and why you feel frustrated. So it can be a bit of frustrating energy, but nothing that you can't handle, because I think most Capricorns can handle themselves quite well, but it's just showing that stuff has to come to the surface that is not known. That's basically it. And again, that other person can help you with that. That friend or that foreign friend can help you with that, or going to a museum, or going to a concert, or anything that broadens your mind can help you with that. Or traveling. What else? Well, whilst all this is happening around the middle of the month, fixed stars are also very important during this month. Now in horary, there are a couple of of course there are a lot of fixed stars, but there are a couple of fixed stars that are relevant, and they overrule a whole explanation of something. And there are 3 fixed stars involved in this whole story, which is very important. There is a new moon in Libra in the middle of the month, and Libra, that is that 11th house. Sorry, that's your 10th house. Sorry, that's the area of work and the area of how other people see you. So that new moon is on the fixed star Spica, which is saying you'll be fine. That's what Spica says. No matter what happens, no matter what is going on with that thing that is going on with that T-square I just talked about, you will be fine. And it could mean that how you apply yourself to the world, you're going to be good at it, and you're going to, no matter what happens, what you're doing or overdoing, you'll be fine. That's not to say to cuddle, but that is to say there is this protection that is going on right now. Another 2 stars that are involved is with this Mars-Jupiter thing going on in your 12th and 6th house. Now this Mars is conjuncting the star of endings, Antares. So it's like almost saying cutting off of something in order to be open to something new. Now this happens for everybody, but for you it's in the area 12th house, 6th house. 12th house, the unconscious, and the 6th house, our day-to-day stuff, and our day-to-day routines, in order for us to stay healthy, in order for us to stay into this world, planet Earth. And Jupiter in there going retrograde as from the 5th of October means that there is a rethinking going on when it considers that day-to-day routine stuff that you want to do. And whilst that planet is going retrograde, it's conjuncting another fixed star which is called Aldebaran, and that is a star of the new beginnings. So yes, a new beginning and an ending of a cycle, a new beginning of a cycle. That is pretty much what's going to be relevant for October. So thank you very much, Capricorns, for listening. If you want me to have a look at your personal chart, get in touch. I'll put a link. Wish you all the best for October and see you back soon. Bye.